All right, time to play another game, and I don't remember what its name was. We'll see. Maybe it will say soon. But so maybe first feedback. It's nice when you sort of press play that you're presented with a title screen that says what you're playing. But I do remember what it was going to be like. To win, assemble 4 different room sets onto the board. I do not fully understand that, but I hope I will. If you run out of actions, out of mana or spots to place rooms, it's game over. Press R to restart at any time. Okay, so beyond these, it's also R. I press, maybe I'm not focused. I'm pressing Z now, or Z, and it's not doing anything, but let's press here. Choose set 1 out of 5. All rooms in the set will be added to your deck. Okay. How do I... Okay, so now I use the arrows. So I need to choose one of these. Let's take this one, I think. I hope there's going to be instructions also later on. I don't think you've said, at least in the game, what these are. Maybe that's the cost. Alright, I was wondering why there was so much space over here. Maybe there should be a bit of padding to the top of the screen at least. And the alignment here is a little bit odd with this line here. It looks like it should be inside this box, right? So I suppose this is a mix tile that is either purple, magenta, or green. And equally, this is the distillery there. Let's try that one. Oh, so now I can gain even more of these. Okay. Divination room has no effect, it seems like. Maybe. I don't know. All right, and take one of these as well. To see. All right. Oh yeah, so it warps around. That's just a bit surprised. Entry portal. Okay, so okay, now I see. Now I see. And this I don't understand. And also, how do I... What are these? Okay, these are the sets. Yeah. why does it say 1 there? Oh, because this one can only be placed there, but this one, can it not be placed here as well? Or maybe not, because it has a door to the south, and that's probably not allowed. So I can place it there. Yes. It's good. So I don't know. I don't know the rules. I don't know the rules. So placing this I lost mana here, which means, but nothing happened here, so it doesn't count towards any of the sets. What is a set also in this sense? So if we place this one, it would maybe be nice. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Select one. Press X when done. But okay, that one. All right. It feels like X is cancel more, but maybe I'm just wrong. So if I place you here, now I completed that set. Okay, so I don't see the progress while while I'm placing things. Is that it? I'm not sure why I'm selecting these either. Why am I selecting them? Maybe it was something that room did. Unclear. So if I place this one here just for fun, then I think okay, so it's not only that the base cost is 0, but also it removes the additional costs of it. And I have no place to place this one, which is a bit annoying. I can just do that again, just having free rooms, but I am not sure. Yeah, no room can be placed. Oh yeah, I have a redraw. How do I redraw? Because R is just start over, which is fine. But it doesn't say how I redraw. It doesn't say how I redraw. All right, let's try again. Okay, so you can actually move over here. Oh, and you can move down there. That wasn't obvious. I should place that right away, I think. Somehow I just press the wrong buttons here always. Slightly annoying. Why? Oh, maybe it's because I'm used to doing Vim, the text editor, navigation with JKL and such there. So when I have this hand here, it feels like that's what I'm doing. So this, oh, it actually has a place, yeah. Now I haven't read. It would be nice, because I was a bit distracted, to be able to read what these did afterwards. No, I cannot place. Why does it say placement there? Not enough mana. But am I allowed to place it there? Why am I allowed to place it there? There's a door here. There's not a door there. I'm confused. I'm also confused why. Okay. So yeah. So I'm allowed to place this one here. That was surprising. It doesn't look right. Or it's not as I imagined the rules being. All right, we do afford it. And does that mean I can place you here? And you here. And you here. Okay, so I was, well, now I haven't broken the rules. I thought I did, but maybe I didn't. Yeah. Does that mean, no, that does not mean. No, and that's not allowed. Divination room does nothing. I'm wondering, it says 1 here. Does that mean I only have 1 left? But I thought it said 1 before as well. Also a bit confused about that. All right, so if we place you there, might as well place that one there. So I think I can place it here. And that's all, right? I made it. I was not reading the descriptions well enough, and it's hard to remember, like if you place this early or that early and it affects all of a certain type. Remembering that later on is especially since I cannot hover it to see, is almost impossible. I think it would really have helped if all active buffs or debuffs and for how long they were going to be active were listed here. That would have really helped. Sort of saying sorry, I got lost. It's sort of saying like cost of this set for free, or when you place this, I think it was, that makes next 3 tiles placed free, for example. It could have also said free placement and then a 3 that counts down to 2 or 1, something like that. Not sure for the rest in the row, I think it was, for maybe this one. If something could have been done there to say that like change this to say free instead or something like that, that would have really helped in understanding. Then being allowed to block doors like this was surprising. I haven't played Blueprints yet, so maybe that's how it works, but I would have imagined I needed to match all the doors always, because I needed to match the doors on the outside. I'm not allowed to make exits, it seems, out of the map. I'm pretty sure it stopped me from doing that. So that's a rule makes it a little bit more strange that this is allowed. And then finally, as I said before, it would have been nice to get some feedback on the progress of this. It could say number of tiles needed for it, or actually being a progress bar, so it starts grayish like this and then fills up towards the top the further you get. But it was, I mean, the gameplay was really nice, and I like that there's a clarity in the tiles, that they don't only convey information with color, but it also goes with a pattern. Let me see if I redraw and I start again just to see if, so now it says 13 here. Another thing that seemed to confuse me, so if we take this one, we can just try and see. Yeah, because it has exits, I'm not allowed to place it here, it seems. All right, so that was as I expected. So if we, and now what was the next thing? So now it says 13 here, and I place this. It says 10 and 2 in discard. Okay, 10 and 2 in discard. But I placed one. I discarded 2, and then I draw 3. I think, I mean, it makes sense. It would be nice with a little bit of an animation showing these going into here and these going out here to sort of illustrate that that's what's happening, because otherwise the number there is a bit odd. And it's also the case that I mean, I understand that in Blueprints you get 3, and that's those that you choose from, and the other don't stay. But as this is a little bit different, it feels a bit odd. I was almost expecting the other two to stay, and this being a bit more, it's not so prominent, this discard thing. It's sort of weird. Why do I have 3 new and not just 1 new, for example? So some sort of animation there would really have helped things. And like this type of placement is the placement I thought I needed to do. So yeah, a little bit more of those things would have made it much easier to, much more accessible. But I do understand that there's a whole lot of thing just getting this working during the jam, so I'm not really complaining. And it was a nice, short little game, and I enjoyed it, and I managed to complete it. Even though I wasn't 100% focused on what all the effects were. So thank you very much for the game.